Hello, I'm RoscoNYG and welcome to another episode of Hard West. I am really digging this game, so this is why on the channel you're only seeing Hard West uploads right now, and I will get back to all my other Let's Plays, but I'm just loving this game so far. I'd also like to point out that it's really windy in Scotland just now, and my windows are like creaking and howling as like something else, so you may hear some crazy background noise, so just ignore it. Just listen to my lovely voice instead. So anyway, sit back, relax, crack open a cold one, and let's get back into this. So the ghost town was destroyed. The Undertaker had to leave and find a way to lift the curse that doomed those around him. So if you don't remember last episode, we're playing as Father from episode 1, and we are now going to the Hermit's hut, I believe. So on we go. I don't know what this is. Oh! Ah, right, okay. It's the daytime. So, Hermit's hut. A thin column of acrid smoke rose from the shabby hut, home of Empus the Hermit. They found him alone, muttering under his breath to no one. The Undertaker told the story of his curse and how it had plagued him. The Hermit remained silent a long time after the Undertaker finished his tale of woe. Ooh. Sorry, it's just 2 seconds. Finally he spoke. The curse was powerful, he said. Empus would not be able to lift it alone, and he needed time to learn more about it. 2 days of study should suffice. God, this fucking wind! So, buy at least 12 tobacco bags for the tobacco plantation, and wait 2 days before returning to the Hermit. Okay, so, plantation, locations became, so tobacco bags I need to find for the tobacco plantation, so where do I find them? I can't go there anymore. Ending up here? Oh wow, the map's fucking huge. Can I zoom out? Nope, I can't zoom out. Oh god, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. It seems to be a ritual whenever I start recording for the day. I start sneezing. It's pretty weird. Okay, tobacco plantation. The tobacco from Brian Cole's plantation was famous for its mouldy look of intense aroma. Mysterious moneylender or trade. What did that? Tobacco. Right, so how many can I get? 195 is what I've got. 1,595, confirm, yeah, I'll just do that. Aye, I'll just get rid of all my cash. Just to offer. Cash, how many? I don't have just one, I've got 195. Confirm. Yeah, trade. Sorry, I was getting confused. Right, okay, cool. So I've got 15 bags of tobacco. 12 bags, so I've got 15 bags actually. I should have just gone down to 12. Sell the tobacco in town. Okay. So, down this way. The mysterious moneylender would be in case you didn't have enough money, which obviously I do. The town was a loose collection of decrepit plank houses. Fall town locals were a rare and sorrowful sight. Mysterious moneylender. Let's go trade. And I want to, so what is it? Sell the tobacco in town. So let's sell all this tobacco. Let's sell 12? No, let's sell it all. Confirm. And cash. Just offer. Confirm. 365. Trade. Cool. Close. Alright, sell tobacco then. Go to the saloon in town and hire a gunman. Ooh, okay. Oh, I've received new cards. Hang on. Hang on. Leave just now, and let's check out what cards we've got. Because we've got 2 people here, and open card screen. There we go. Right. So right now the Undertaker has Jinx. Your shots don't replenish enemy luck. Plus nearby enemies lose luck all the time. Plus 10 luck, and we have Queen of Spades. Kill an enemy to get a chance to kill another and another. Plus 2 movement. Okay, so what do we have here? We've got survival of a fatal shot. If you kill your killer, you'll make it. Otherwise, you'll die. Plus 5 aim is the bonus. So he's got an aim of 65 and he has an aim of 50. So let's give him that to boost up his aim. I think that's how it works. Was that the right one? Oh no, I didn't. Ah, shit. That one there. There we go, 55, right, cool. And then we've got Terror. Nearby enemies panic. +4 sight. It says sight's 35, the Undertaker's sight's 27. So let's give him that to boost up his sight. And then we've got bounce bullets off one or more ricochet objects. That's actually a really good one. I used that quite a wee bit in the first kind of playthrough. +5 aim, so 65 aim and 55 aim. So let's pass it over to Oswald Harrington instead. Okay, cool. So we'll close that down. So we've got all the cards sorted. Go into town and hire a gunman. All the local scoundrels, bandits and lunatics hung out in the saloon. It was the ideal place to look for a new posse member. The Undertaker hired Fleischer, a tough fighter but a weak shot. Or the Undertaker hired Johnson, a fast but fragile fighter. Okay, so I think we should go for a tough fighter because it means that they have more chance of survival. And if you watch my Let's Plays, a lot of people don't tend to survive when I play, so we'll go for this one. Fleischer was a well-known bounty hunter with a gold bullet where a tooth once had been. That's pretty badass. The bullet in his jaw was the only one that ever came close to killing him. Nice. That's pretty cool. The town was a loose collection of decrepit plank houses, so we've done that. We don't need to trade, so we'll just leave. Return to Ghost Town and retrieve Harrington's food. So let's have a wee look at the stats of our new posse member, Abe Fleischer. Oh, cool. He's got a scoped rifle. That's quite cool. So his aim's 40, movement 15, defensive 1, sight 27. So it's alright, I think. So what we'll do is we'll open the card screen. So we've got some new cards. Yes. +10 luck. Every hit you score cripples the target. Ooh. His luck is 100. His is 100 and yours is 110. So let's give it to Fleischer because he's just a new one in, and if he doesn't shoot that well, then it means that when he does hit somebody, then he'll cripple them. So we should be fine for that. So close that down over there. God damn it, now the sun's come out and I can barely see the screen. This is hilarious. Okay, close that and let's head to Ghost Town to pick up the food. Oswald took some food from his abandoned house. They were ready to continue their journey. Sweet! Hard times. You need to eat every day. A character needs 1 food portion to remain healthy. 2 portions will make him more energetic. If a character skips a meal, he will be hungry. Denying him food on the second and following days will cause him to become very weak. Starved characters require 2 food portions to restore their strength. Oh god, how am I going to remember this? So basically everyone just needs to have food portions. I think it's best way to do it. Whoa! The Undertaker goes down. The Undertaker sat among the graves of his dead friends and enemies. His prayer wasn't religious, more a gloomy reflection on his past and present actions. So, the Undertaker sat down to a grim prayer, determined to communicate with the dead. The Undertaker decided to carve something in his carpentry workshop. Let's pray to communicate with the dead, I think. The Undertaker sat among the graves of his dead friends and enemies. The prayer wasn't religious, more a gloomy reflection on his past and present actions. The Undertaker was consumed with the idea of offering entertainment for those on the other side. It was hard to say whether it was Undertaker or the spirits that truly desired an offering of 6 tobacco bags, 8 liquor and 6 opium pipes. Ha! Fuck that, man. Let's return to the edge of town and we will try carve something into the carpentry workshop. He imagined the shapes of an eagle, a coyote, bear and vulture. Each of these animals symbolise something different. So I need bales of wood. Okay, so I'll go back to that. So basically I can't do anything here because I don't have anything. What was the prayer one again? Wanted to make an offering. Unfortunately didn't have those items on, right? I thought so. Right, leave. So I need to get those offerings. Right, okay. So where will we go? So right, okay, hang on a minute. Let me go back to this place again. Sorry, I am apologising. And then we'll go to here. So make an offering. So what is it that I want to know what the offering was. Did I not see it? Did I not read it? Continue. Right, so I need 6 tobacco bags, 8 liquor and 6 opium pipes. Right. Okay. So what do I have in my inventory? I don't have any tobacco. We've got food potion though, which is good. And right, okay. So So let's go down to the gunsmiths. Hunger is now right, so everyone's affected by hunger now. The day is nearing its end. You set up camp. It's time to distribute the meals. You have 15 food portion. Who eats? Undertaker. Oh, you have 14 food portions. Who eats? Oswald Harrington. Who eats? And Fleischer can eat. Okay, and get some sleep. Okay, cool. This is an interesting kind of take in the whole thing then. Another day has arrived. No rest for the wicked. So we need to get some more food portions, I think. Maybe not the best guns from Tennessee to California, but the deadliest ones around here. So what does he have? Cash, nail bomb, piercing ammo, Lancaster pistol, sawed-off Cobra. What do I have? What can I sell that I don't use? I'd like to keep all that stuff anyway. Just think, cocoa leaves. What's that? Nah, let's just keep all that stuff. Right, okay, cool. So we've got the gin mill, and is there not a town? Right, okay, let's go to the town and trade and see what there is in the town. The town was loose collection of decrepit plank houses. Fall town locals were a rare sort of sight. So let's trade. Right, okay, so what do we have here? Right, so I have 275 cash. So we want some liquor. We need some tobacco. We could have bale of woods as well, and opium. So what we'll do is that we'll maybe go for... Whoa. 2 opium. 2 bales of wood. So we can do the carving. 2 tobacco. And 2 bottles of liquor. Oop. And food portions. And let's go for... oh, hang on a minute, how much money? Is that 94? And I've got 275, so yeah, food portions do 2 more food portions. 3 more food portions, that covers what we've already eaten. And we will sell the bloodberry, the cocoa leaves, the mandrake powder, just one of them, and one of the vitality elixirs. We'll keep all that, and cash. Just to offer, so it's only 70 it's going to cost us, which isn't too bad. Confirm and trade. Boom! There we go. Right, so we have 205 gold left, and we still need 4 of these, I think. So what we'll do is that we'll close that, and we'll go back to the ghost town, and we'll carve the... oh! Travelling salesman! The group met a wandering salesman going by the name of Russ Mantia, though everyone called him the Russian. His wares consisted of so many oddities and luxuries it made one wonder about their former owners and whether they were still alive. Oh, let's see what he's got then. We don't need food portions. Dose of opium. What else does he have? Yeah, let's dose of opium. So let's go for 4 of them. Put in the cash. Just to offer. Confirm. Trade. Cool. So, if we go into the ghost town, so let's see the Grim Prayer again, right? So we've got 6 opium pipes. Is it opium pipes we've got? I don't think it is. Uh-oh, what have I done? Uh-oh. 6 tobacco bags, we've got what, 2 of them, we might have 6 of them, but I don't know if we do. Carve something anyway. What should we carve? Should we carve marksmanship, speed, endurance, good eyesight? Let's go for marksmanship. The process took a couple hours. The figurine, though small, had to be carved perfectly. Okay. So we've got the eagle figurine now. Ooh. So if we go to character screen and go down to the eagle. Dose of opium. Right, we don't have... Right, okay, so dose of opium we've got. Whoops. Apply +5 aim. So his aim is 65, his aim is 60, and his aim is 40. So let's give you the figurine then. So we've got 2 tobacco, 2 liquor. We've got enough food, so that's fine. So we still really... So that's wrong. Fucked that up with the opium pipe. That was my bad. What's in the plantation? The tobacco from Blanco's plantation was famous for its mouldy look and intense aroma. Trade, right, okay, maybe he has a opium pipe. No, he doesn't. He does have tobacco though. So, and it's only 3 gold. So let's do 4 tobacco. Confirm for a total of 12. And does he have liquor? He has liquor, but it's 10 though. So that's 12, plus we need 40, 52. Yeah, I think we can do that, yep. Confirm. Can we trade anything? I don't really want to trade the dose of opium. In case we need it to trade in order to get the pipes, maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's just put in our cash for that. Adjust the offer, confirm. Cool, okay. Right, so we need to find caravan. Maybe it's in the caravan. Oh, everyone's now affected by hunger. 15 potions, Undertaker, and Oswald, and Fleischer. And get some sleep. Satiated. Another day had arrived, no rest for the wicked. Continue. Oh, pay another visit to Hermit. Nice. Undertaker visit the caravan, a loosely knit group of people who never stayed in one place for long. This was either because they were always looking for new sources of revenue, or because eventually the locals would tire of their scams and inflated prices. For all their faults, however, they had the best supply of liquor, tobacco and opium within 100 miles. Right, so opium pipes we're looking for. Could it be the shaman's pipe? Shaman's pipe. A wooden pipe filled with an unusual mix of herbs and spices increases maximum luck. No, it can't be shaman's pipe. The only thing we've seen of opium is those opiate things. So, do the food potions? Yeah, let's go for 3 food portions anyway. Just now. While we do that. Right, and then let's go back to the... no, we won't. Let's go to the Hermit's hut just now, because that's the next thing to do. I'm getting all over the place here. A thin column of acrid smoke rose from the shabby hut home of Empus the Hermit. He greeted the posse with a tired voice telling him he already knew why they had come. The Undertaker asked if Empus knew how to lift the curse. The Hermit turned his milky eyes towards the Undertaker. He mentioned 3 individuals that could help. The first was the old seamstress, a voodoo priestess who lived somewhere in the swamps. Okay, interesting. The second was Red Coyote, an Indian shaman. He was a fretful man, but strong in the traditions of his ancestors. He lived to the west at the foot of the mountains. Last but not least was Reverend Ashmore, who no one had seen for some time. Empus said the Undertaker should seek out Jingle Tommy, the proprietor of the Opium Smoking Room, for more information. There we go, right. Opium Smoking Room is where we need to go. So, Opium Den, there we are. Right, I am pushing my time for this episode, but hopefully we can try and get the pipes done just now. The Opium Den was that rare business which could increase profits while displaying the omnipresent misery of its customers. The room was filled with beggars, cowboys and foreigners of all kinds. A Chinese man was dozing off behind a table opposite to the entrance. It could only be Jingle Tommy. Right, trade. Dose of opium. Right, it must just be the dose of opium that we need. It must be that. Well, if that's the case, then let's close that and go back to the town and try it out and see what's what. So back to the ghost town. Traveling salesman, leave. Undertaker, blah 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 blah. Actions. 6 tobacco bags. So Undertaker wanted me an offering. First, he didn't have the items on him. Damn it! Was it 8 liquor? Well, maybe I only got 6 liquor. But then, since then, it does say opium pipes. Right, okay, anyway, I'm going to wrap this episode up. I know there wasn't any action or anything at all, but thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.